Hey everyone, Correct Jeans here, and today we have an interesting little slider lock, the Assa Desmo. This is a springless slider lock that is advertised as a lock to use in casinos. It is sold in both versions that have 3 sliders on each side for a total of 6, or 4 on each side for a total of 8. This is the 8 slider version. Each slider contains two false gates and 1 true gate. And it has an interesting design quirk where the actual interacting element is up inside of the chamber here as opposed to off to the sides of the sliders as it would normally be. And you'll see that when we get it. But first, let's get it clamped up and picked. Alright, here we go. I've got all of the sliders at the bottom. One is loose. 2 is tight. 2 is loose now. 3 is tight. 3 is loose now. That 2 dropped down a little bit. Just gonna reset. Alright, 2 and 3 are loose now. 4 is tight. Okay, the left side seems to be set. We're going to move on to the right now. I'm working on 2 here. Alright, seems like it's in place. Click out a 4. 4 is still pretty loose. 3 is pretty loose. Alright, click out a 1. I got a nice core turn out of that. 2 is still loose. 3 is binding. Click out a 3, still binding. Another click, dropped 2 down. Alright, click out a 2. There we go, another click out of 2. Alright, working on 4 now. I think it went a little bit too high. There we go. Alright, something is outside of a gate. Oh, it was 2. Click out of 2. Oh, click out of 2 again. I got a nice turn on the core. Alright, we got it open. Cool. Let's zoom out a bit. And we'll get this guy gutted and we'll take a look at what's inside. Special thanks to Mao for fixing up the screws in the back of this guy. They were stripped up before he forwarded this lock to me, so appreciate that. Right, let's get positioned around the camera here. All right, we can lock it back up. This thing does not require it to be unlocked in order to gut. Alright, here's the housing. You can see the slots for the two sidebars in there. Twisters. Oh, sorry for the noise. So this is, of course, a dual sidebar lock. So we have sidebar on the left here. And it is just a little shelf there to go into the true gates, and then a cutout for the spring. And the spring sits pretty tight in here, so I'm not gonna mess with him. All right, now I understand the lock is upside down now, but this lock is easier to gut and reassemble while it is upside down, so I'm going to index everything as if it's upside down. But just keep in mind right now that left is right and right is left. All right, we've got a little retaining ring on here. We're gonna go ahead and just leave these springs in because they're nice and wedged in there, so they don't need to go anywhere. Oh, actually, spoke too soon. Now it wants to fly out. So in the interest of not losing these springs, I'm actually gonna still leave them there because I like to live dangerously. Okay, so let's start taking out pins or sliders. Oh, there goes the spring. Let's get the other one while we're at it. Come on, you little bitch. Okay, never mind then. Alright, we'll start back here. Well, I'm having a lot of trouble doing this. Get out. Come on. Alright, we'll call that one left 4. Other spring still in there? Yep. These things do not like to go up the last little bit. There we go. Now, the shape of these sliders is because the key interacts with this element down at the bottom, but this upper part, which interacts with the sidebar, never enters the keyway itself. It sort of hangs out up in this region up here, where the sidebars sit. So they never sort of get in the way of the key. This is as opposed to what you'd imagine a more standard sidebar system, where you have a slider which is offset to the side of where the sidebar interacts. So you would have like your sliders up near the center of the keyway, and then your sidebar interaction off to the side. Whereas in this case, you have your sliders down in the bottom of the keyway, and the element interacting with the sidebars all the way up here, which also is why the keyway is shaped like this, where you have this very narrow center, because the sliders are taking up all this space up here. All right, so let's take a look at one of them. Let's use this guy. This guy's got a true gate nice in the middle. Okay, so you can see the element that interacts up here, and then two false gates surrounded by a true gate. All of these sliders have two false gates and one true gate. Although there is a sort of half-step offset in some of them. Let's see if I can find one. Okay. So you can see the half-step offset here, where the base of this one at the bottom here is actually, oh wait, I chose wrong, I'm sorry. There we go. Where the base of this one here is actually thicker than the base here, which gives extra bidding options so that you don't just have 3 bidding locations, you actually have 6 bidding locations. Anyway, that is all for this Assa Desmo. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.